YouTube. So click the link in my bio, subscribe to the YouTube, check those out. The messages that we did Friday, I don't know how you guys' weekend was, but it completely resonated for me over this past weekend. For some of you, it may resonate at a later date, at a later time. Thank you, my love, for the gift. I appreciate it. Thank you for the heart me. But yeah, a lot of that shit been coming to pass already. Okay, so I'm, excited to see what messages we have for today. I am going to do ancestor messages today. I want to kind of blend that with like chosen ones messages, because I don't think we've done chosen ones messages in a little minute. So we're going to do a blend of that. I do want to pull some chakra energy as well. Just to kind of see overall what's going on, what we can expect. Technically, this is the last full week of the month of December. So I'm always expecting for, some last minute things to kind of pull through before we close out certain cycles. So I feel like this week, along with half of next week, yeah, because I think we still got like a week and a half. This week along with half of next week, I do feel like there's going to be some last minute things coming in. So don't, if you've been waiting for something, or if you have it in your mind for something, for certain things or something to happen before the month is over, fret not is what I'm hearing. Okay, don't be too worried, because we still got more than enough time for things to, come through the way that they need to. Okay. All right, so let's pull some chakra energy first. This will be a combination of intuitive and tarot messages. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If it don't apply, let it fly. Make sure that you're tapping that screen. Feel free to gift as you see fit. All gifts are accepted but not mandatory. Feel free to share this live with anybody who you feel like can use these messages. The comment section is free for all, so feel free to comment your thoughts, your feelings, questions, any of those things. It is my goal as well for this week to go live at least every day this week, at least 4 times this week, every day. It's kind of crazy, but at least 4 times this week, okay, is my plan to go live. I'm on here a little bit earlier because I have things to do. So this will be posted on YouTube, because I know some people are used to me going live at certain times and then they miss it and then they be ready to fight. Okay. Hey, love. Welcome back. All right, let's get some chakra energy for this week. I hate this thing being on my bed because we be making the screen move. But fuck it. We do what we could do. All right. Soul healing is the first card out. This is dealing with the sacral chakra as well as the solar plexus chakra. Some of you guys could be, I'm getting more so, some of this may be showing up physically. So physical displays of this energy in your sacral or your solar plexus. So this could be womb for my women, my divine feminines, your womb. So this could be heavy flows, if you know what I'm talking about. This could also be cramping, mild or severe. This could be stomach aches for anybody, cramping for anybody, stomach aches. This could be lower back pain. This can also be for my divine feminine's pH balance issues. Okay, it's common, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's spiritual, okay? Sometimes when you're not releasing people, places, and things that no longer serve you, it will start to show up in those areas, okay? So it's nothing to be, weird about. We're adults, we're grown. It happens. Okay, happens to the best of us. But yeah, I'm seeing this being displayed physically. Because it has been ignored so long in the spiritual. So please make sure that you guys are doing solar plexus chakra affirmations, meditations, work in general. Same thing with your sacral chakra. Now, I do have a video. We did a live lesson that is on YouTube. If you go to the live tab on my YouTube, that talks about the chakras and connection with the physical body. And I think it's another video that talks about how certain energies are displayed in the physical body. Okay. For the men, this could be stomach issues, this could be gut issues, this could be weight in the gut area. Again, this could be lower back pain. This could be testicle pain. Okay. It can be hips, anything dealing with the reproductive system, or the belly button down. Okay. Be mindful of that. I'm also hearing make sure that you make sure that you are stretching those areas more. Because stretching also helps to release energy that, may be locked up in those specific spaces. Okay. So make sure that you're stretching. Make sure that you are drinking water, your H3O2, which is your fruit water. Make sure that you are eating gut-friendly foods is what I'm hearing for some of y'all. Some of y'all got to take better care of your gut. Remember, your gut is the second brain, right? So if you're not properly taking care of your gut with the food that you're eating, with, your supplements, your vitamins, whatever it is, not only will you, physically feel ill or out of whack, but you'll also not be able to think clearly or, navigate things properly. Okay, especially when it comes to your intuition. Your intuition is more connected to your gut sometimes than it is the physical mind, right? Because your gut tells you everything. Your gut tells you to go, it tells you to stay, it tells you to not go that way, it tells you not go over there. You know what I'm saying? Your gut is very, very, very important. Same as your reproductive system, right? Some of y'all really have to go in and do some healing and some releasing and cord cutting from some of these past relationships, these past sexual connections. Okay, some of that shit has to be cleaned up. It has to be cleaned up, has to be cleaned out. For my women, look into yoni steaming, which is beneficial not only on the physical but also the spiritual. Also, looking into probiotics, prebiotics, things of that nature that will help you. For my men, you need to be eating properly. Okay, you need to be eating properly. You guys can also do spiritual baths for my men. Okay, yoni steams probably wouldn't be it for y'all, but you can do spiritual baths using different herbs, so on and so forth. I have videos on YouTube in regards to those things too, I believe. Excuse me. And especially at the ages that we're getting to, I know I have a lot of millennial and older following. Make sure you are getting your checkups. Make sure you're getting your checkups. Okay? Thank you, my love, for the heart me. Make sure y'all getting your checkups. Make sure that the body is working the way it needs to work. Okay? Yes, we live a very holistic life. Absolutely. We believe in holistic things. Absolutely. Okay? Absolutely. If you got to find a holistic primary health physician, then do that. Or if you just go to the regular doctors, let them check you up, tell you what's wrong, and then you go fix it holistically, then you do that. But either way, Don't ignore. I've been hearing stuff about health all weekend. All weekend. Just random things in regards to health. Okay? So just take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Okay? Take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Don't allow spirituality, within itself to cause you to be ignorant to the things that we need, right? There's a way to intertwine the two. There's a way to be spiritual but still go and make sure that you are up to date in your fucking health. All right? A lot of people fall into spiritual psychosis. Thank you for the heart, me. A lot of people fall into spiritual psychosis because they don't, they get way over the edge in spirituality to the point where they stop thinking properly. Okay? Thank you for the heart, me. We are still in this vessel, and this vessel has to be maintained. The same way you go when you change your oil, the same way you go when you get your alignment on your car and all of the other things, is the same way you got to take care of that damn body. Thank you, Capri. I appreciate it. Don't avoid your body because you trying to, be all super holistic, spiritual, and all of that. You can be holistic and still take your ass to the doctor and let them look at you because they got machinery and shit that you don't got at home. And I'm saying that for a reason. Like I said, I've been seeing health stuff all fucking weekend. All weekend. Okay? All weekend. I was just watching a podcast the other day where a man was talking about how he had blood clots. 7 blood clots in his body. They had to induce him in a coma because he didn't fucking know. Okay? Take care of yourself. 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 Especially my men. Get your prostate checked. I'm saying all of this for a reason. Okay? Y'all know anytime I go on a tangent, it's for a fucking reason. Go get your prostate checked. There are too many black men passing away from prostate cancer. And they don't know until they damn near stage 4. Y'all gotta remember, we all eating the same food. We all drinking the same water. We all eating the same vegetables. And I don't care how clean you think you eating. All of this shit is toyed with. All of this shit is toyed with. All of this shit is fucking with our bodies. Purposefully. But unless you growing your shit on Mars, it's fucked with. Okay? So, with that being said, make sure that you're going and you're doing your checkups at least twice a year. At least twice a year. At least twice a year. Okay? It don't gotta be crazy. You don't need to go every couple months, become a hypochondriac. You don't gotta do all of that. But you need to be checking in with them people at least twice a year. Just getting a regular little physical. Okay? Maybe an x-ray or 2. You know what I'm saying? Little some little snapshot of the body. Okay, I'm good. Thank you very much. And you go about your motherfucking business. For real. It's too much fucking going on. Too much going on. Universal light is coming out as well. I'm also hearing make sure you're taking care of your eyes. Your head. Some of y'all need to make sure y'all head is covered, especially with the weather changing. That sounded nasty, sorry. Make sure you covering your head, especially with the weather changing if you're going outside. Now, listen, I know I don't got to tell no black people to cover their head up. We don't play about that head not being covered in the cold. Now, y'all know, we don't play about a lot of things. We don't play about being ashy. We don't play about the head not being covered when it's cold outside. And having on a good jacket. I feel like I'm channeling somebody, grandma or something. It's giving elderly energy today. Cover your damn head up and put something on your arms. I don't want to hear that I'm just running to the car shit. I'm just running to the car. I'm just running to the car. The heat is on in the car. I'm just running to the car. Run your ass to the car in a jacket and a hat. fuck is going on today? Y'all hard-headed. And when you get to sniffing and barking around this bitch, then what? I'm not coming to take care of your ass. You better wrap it up. Wrap it the fuck up. I don't know what y'all on this what's tea? Everybody want to be sick? Y'all need to get y'all some elderberry. Y'all need peppermint. Y'all need ginger. Y'all need clove. Mullein. Stinging nettle. Sea moss for some. I'm hearing the sea moss pills would be better, more beneficial. Apple cider vinegar, cayenne pepper, lemons, oranges. You could really put all of that in one pot of water. Drink that up. For real, for real. Moringa is good too. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Fasting is good too. Y'all know I stand by the 3-day fast. I usually do a 3-day tea, water, and coconut water fast. No food, no solids. Tea, water, regular water, or coconut water for 3 days. That shit helps. That shit helps. Especially if you're having gut issues. It will help to reset your gut. Once the body no longer has food to digest, it starts to, clean up the gut. It starts to eat away at all of the bad shit in the stomach, in the intestines, the extra fat, all of the things. What is considered fasting? I tried. So fasting is going either a couple of hours or a couple of days without solids. No, you can't drink beer. What the hell? Rico, is you cool? Why would you be able to drink beer on a fast? I didn't even smoke today. Did you? What are we talking about? Hello, thank you for the heart me. I don't know what he's on. Jeez. Niggas said, can I drink beer? No. Thank you for the heart me, my love. What the hell? Start off with 24 hours. If you've never done a 3-day fast, don't jump into no 3-day fast. Okay? Especially if you, again, have never done it and you don't have any sense of portion control or control of yourself and your mind. Okay? Start yourself off with just 24 hours. All right? So, for example, if you say, okay, I'm going to start at 12 p.m., then you will go from 12 p.m. today until 12 p.m. tomorrow. That's easy. That's easy. That's easy. I'm trying to tell you, that's easy. It's enough of a challenge to push you But it's not, you know, too much where you gonna just lose your shit. Okay? You might feel a little hungry, but that don't necessarily mean that you need to eat. Okay? I do a lot of intermediate fasting anyway throughout the day. So, for example, I already don't eat normally until after 3 p.m. anyway. And sometimes way after that. Sometimes I don't eat till 7 or 8 p.m. So some people do intermittent fasting throughout the day where they won't eat for a certain amount of hours or until a certain time in the day. And then, you know, they'll eat whatever they want to eat. And that'll be it until the next day. Okay? So fasting is helpful for sure. But if you've never done a long period fast or fast for a long period of time, don't jump into that. Okay? Start with like 24 hours, then do a 48, then do a 72. All right? No wine, no beer, no liquor, no none of that. Water, tea, coconut water. That's it. Water, tea, coconut water. And the only reason I say coconut water is because coconut water is extremely good for you and it's extremely hydrating. So you won't feel as depleted, you know, as you would if you was just doing, just water. If you don't like coconut water, that's okay. Just do tea. Do tea and water. It's not mandatory. It's just another option. The best coconut water is the pink ones. So Harmless Harvest is one. Sprouts also has their own version of coconut water that is pink. You want to make sure it's pink, okay? Because that's real coconut water. All of that other coconut water that y'all be seeing in the little boxes and all that other shit, that is not real coconut water. They add shit to it. So make sure that you're looking at the ingredients. If the ingredient says anything more than coconut water, that's not coconut water. It should say coconut water only. It shouldn't have nothing else in it. Vita Coco is horrible. Horrible. Look at the label on Vita Coco. And it's another one too. It's a lot of them. Most coconut waters are not actually organic coconut water. It's other shit in it. So just be mindful of that. All right, first card out. Ancestor messages. Real coconut water turns pink after it has been packaged and it's been sitting for a while. It turns pink. Okay? When you first bust that motherfucking coconut up, it's going to be clear. But if you let that shit sit for an elongated period of time, it's going to turn pink. That is a natural chemical process. Okay? It turns pink. Coconut water is not supposed to stay white or clear. Yes, harmless harvest, I think is what it's called. And then Sprouts has one, and it's just their version, but it's pink. Like when you see it, you'll know, cause it's pink. It's the only other pink one in there. All right. Any other questions before we get back into the reading? Aloe vera water is good too, but you just need to make sure that, you know, check the ingredients list. That be the thing. You gotta check them ingredients. If it says anything more than what it's supposed to be, that's not the best option. No liquor, Rico. Leave it alone. Do you have a problem? Do we need to check you into somewhere? You can't go a couple days without a little lick? Is you all right? Is you stressed? What's happening? You need to talk about it? AA? What do we need to do? Who do I need to call? Jeez. That man ain't stopped talking about that liquor. Alright. Let's get into the rest of the reading. Alright. Retreating to recharge. Trusting the process and Dharma. Okay? Retreating to recharge. Now, I always tell y'all this time of the year is automatically pulling you into that retreating energy, right? Where you want to rest, where you want to just chill. You don't want to do too much. You don't want to be everywhere doing everything with everybody and all outside and at the parties and you know what I'm saying? You don't want to do all that, okay? It's like I just really want to chill. I want to calm down, I want to relax. You know what I'm saying? You want warmth, okay? Not just because it's cold outside, but it's a warmth that we kind of desire, you know, within our lives, and we gravitate to the things that make us feel warm. So around this time, you're either gravitating to family, your friends that make you feel warm. You're gravitating to, you know, resting, you know, blankets, covering up, laying around, chilling, you know, things that make you feel warm, things that make you feel coddled, things that make you feel, you know, almost like a hug, okay? You want things to feel like a hug, okay, in so many words. And that's because if you really think about, you know, when we were children and anytime we were wanting to rest or wanting to take a load off or whatever, you know, a lot of us would go to our mothers and lay up on our mamas or lay up on our grandmamas or our big sisters or our favorite auntie or somebody who was able to provide us that warmth, right? Where you felt secure, you felt safe, you felt, you know, secure and safe and stable enough to rest yourself, okay? You know, it's very difficult for us to rest if we don't feel secure, if we don't feel safe, right? So this is a time, this is a season from now, because we're just crossing over the Capricorn season. Shout out to my Capricorns. Happy Capricorn season to all my caps. Okay, love y'all. But yeah, you know, Capricorn season up until Pisces season, we're going to be feeling very reclused, right? Hermit energy, you know, hibernation energy, the need to retract and tune inward and just be to ourselves a little bit. And, you know what I'm saying? Just chill, okay? Just chill, okay? And we've been talking about this for the last couple readings. You know, allowing yourself to just go with whatever that flow is. Don't try to control it. Don't try to stop it from happening. Don't try to butcher yourself and beat yourself up because you don't have the energy to do certain things. All of that is normal, okay? You may not have the same energy that you had a couple of weeks ago or even a couple of days ago. You may not have the energy to get up and do all of this extravagant shit and change the world right now, okay? And that's all right. Go with the flow of your energy. If your energy is saying, hey, you need to rest, you need to lay down, you need to chill out. Thank you, Sauce. You need to rest. You need to chill out. You need to, lay down. You need to take a load off. You need to be around these type of people. You need to not be around these type of people. Whatever your energy is saying, go with that flow. Because that's the best thing for you to do. If you try to work against it, if you try to force yourself to do things that you don't naturally feel led to do, you're going to cause a disruption. You are going against the natural frequency, right? And then you're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to feel disrupted in your energy. You're going to feel, it's not going to be pretty, okay? And you're just going to be irritated. You're going to be fucking irritated. You're going to be annoyed because you're not able to get done the things that you feel like you should be getting done to the level that you want to get it done, okay? So go with the flow. All right? Yeah, discombobulate. Just all over the place. Go with the flow. Rest. Retreat. Rejuvenate. Lay up. All right? It's okay. Birthing new creations, birthing a new age, dreaming a new world into being. So this is usually why we are called to rest during the season, because not only are you, recharging, not only are you resting up, not only are you recalibrating your energy, but you're also getting yourself into a place of creation. Right? If you think about how we have moved throughout the year, all the things that we've done, all the people we've been around, all the shit we've been doing, all of the wins, all of the quote unquote losses, all of the highs, all of the lows, all of the stuff, right? We're now reaching the end of that cycle. We're in the last season of this particular cycle, right? We're reaching the end of that. So with that being said, this is a time to look over how the past couple of months have been. See what areas need to be improved. See what things need to be taken away. See what things need to be added. See how you need to change, how you need to show up different. The people who no longer need to be around you, the environments that you no longer need to be in, so on and so forth, so that you can declutter, right? Because as we're going through all of these previous months, we're picking up on... Okay, sorry. We're picking up on a lot of different energies, on a lot of different things that don't serve us. Thank you, my loves. A lot of different things that don't serve us, a lot of things that don't work anymore. A lot of stuff that's just no longer needed. So we need to make sure that we are releasing those things, letting those things go first, so that we can then make room for all of the new things that we want to implement before we get into the next new cycle, which would be Aries season, right? And that's starting towards the end of March, okay? So around like between the 19th and the 21st of March, we'll be moving into Aries season, okay? So before we're able to implement these new things, add all of this new stuff, do all this new shit, become this new person, we first have to decompress. We first have to let go. We first have to release. Okay? That comes first. How do I know what to release? How do I know what to let go of if I don't have the time to analyze all of these things? Okay? That's what the season is for. The season is for you to sit back and analyze. That's why it starts in an earth sign, right? This season kicks off in earth energy with Capricorn, so that you can get regulated, so that you can get organized, right? So that you can start building that foundation. And then we move on into Aquarius season. What is Aquarius all about? New ideas, thinking outside the box, right? Thinking outside the box, doing new things, thinking about new things, being more original, really coming into who you are as far as your identity, as far as, that confidence and standing in your truth, right? And who you have become over this past season, these past seasons, this past cycle. And then we move into Pisces season. What is Pisces season all about? Allowing myself to dream as big as I can dream. Allowing my mind to go to the furthest places of the earth and see that all of these new things that I want are possible to have. For me to start really figuring out what I want my next new season to have, what I want to implement in this season, and allowing myself to go for those things without holding myself back because of fears or because I don't think I'm good enough or big enough or whatever, right? It's also allowing you to get clear in your spirituality, right? Pisces allows us to tap in to our spirituality a lot deeper because Pisces represents the spiritual realm. It's ruled by Neptune, right? Neptune being one of the most spiritual planets, okay? So you get all of that right before you go into Aries season, which is then action. So you got foundation, you got rest and foundation, you got thinking outside the box, coming up with new ideas, you got diving deeper into your spirituality, getting a better relationship with yourself, allowing yourself to dream, allowing yourself to see everything that you want before you actually get it. And then you get action. You step right into Aries season, knowing exactly what to do, knowing exactly how to move. Okay? So all of those things are happening in that order for a specific reason. It's all happening in alignment for a specific reason. Okay? And this is why we pay attention to the zodiac that we're in. Right? This is why we pay attention to the time. This is why I pay attention to the frequency of what's happening. And then what's today's date? The 21st, the 22nd. So we are now also officially in winter solstice energy. Okay? Winter solstice energy is also about resting, rejuvenating, right? The sun is at its lowest point right now, and it'll be at its lowest point until the 25th. Okay? So even the sun is resting. Block Rico too. Who is Rico? What Rico said? Rico, you need to get blocked. Now what the hell happening now? Hey Shelly. Okay. Creating heaven on earth, right? So again, resting, rejuvenating, right? Setting up your new foundation, figuring out what you want to do, okay? And then starting to figure out how I can do things differently this next season, right? How I can move differently, how I can present myself in a better way, how can I market myself. Now, this is another thing, right? When we talk about marketing, usually people are thinking about business and, things along those lines and social media and all of that good jazz, right? But there's also a way that we market ourselves as individuals, right? In the way that we show up. Okay, when you walk into a room, how are you marketing yourself? And it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to open your mouth and make all of these goddamn announcements, because your energy should be working for you. Your energy should be doing most of the work for you. You shouldn't really even have to open your mouth for people to know who you are, or at least have a sense of who you are. Your energy should be doing a lot of the marketing for you. So if you are noticing that you're walking into spaces and you're not being treated the way that someone would treat someone of status, of importance, then you need to check your energy. That don't mean everybody gonna like you. That don't mean everybody's gonna smile and want to be obsessed with you or nothing. But it does mean that when you walk into a space, people should be like, they should gravitate to you to some degree, whether they looking at you, whether they staring at you, whether they want to talk to you, whether they asking you questions, whether they, you know what I'm saying, something. If you see a celebrity out, you know, just randomly in the wild somewhere, they gonna have motherfuckers looking at them. It just is what it is. They may not approach. They may not say nothing. They may not be all in their face and trying to get pictures and shit. But they most definitely gonna be looking at, you know what I'm saying, checking them out, keeping an eye on their ass. So people should, at some point, if you are putting out a certain type of energy, if you're showing up a certain type of way, thank you, my love, for the heart me. If you're showing up a certain type of way, motherfuckers should be in your face to some degree. That don't mean you gotta engage. That don't mean, you know what I'm saying? But people should be trying to figure you out. Like, it's something about you. It's your energy is not common, so it shouldn't be treated commonly. Do you follow? Your energy, if your energy is not common, you won't have common experiences. When you are walking around carrying a certain type of energy, you don't have common experiences. You don't just get to go outside and you know, have interactions the way everybody else has interactions. You don't get to walk into rooms and have, you know, interactions the way everybody else do. Something about you should separate who you are versus the others. There should be something in your energy that says, no, I'm not them, I'm this. Something. Something in your energy should be screaming, I'm not one of these. Now, that don't mean everybody gonna like you. So don't hear me say that just because people may give you know, a little extra attention and their eyes is on you, that everybody gonna fuck with you. No. Because you got a target on your back. When you moving with a certain energy, you got a motherfucking target on your back. It's like, you know what I'm saying, living around the neighborhood, but you done came up a couple 100,000 and everybody know. It ain't a secret. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch your back a little closer. Thank you, Don. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch your back a little closer. You gotta pay a little bit more attention. You can't just be moving and grooving the way that you once was before. You done touch some different shit. That's how y'all gotta be. You gotta be moving. You gotta be, my mama call it stick and move. You paying the fucking attention. You go where you need to go. You do what you need to do, and you get the fuck out of harm's way. Because everybody don't got your best intentions at heart. And I'm not just talking about going to places and being out in public. I'm also talking about, you know, when people come up a couple 100,000 or a couple milli, the family act different too. The friends that was once friends act different too. The people you in a relationship, they can start acting a little different too. Everybody start acting like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody get a little energy, get a little different. So we not just talking about, you know, going into places with strangers. You also got to keep your motherfucking head on the swivel when it comes to motherfuckers that you used to being around. The people that you know, you've been cool with since whatever age, they switch up too. Mamas, daddies, uncles, grandmas, grandpas, aunties, they all switch up too. Cousins. Everybody act different when the energy change. Keep your motherfucking head on the swivel. Pay attention. Don't get got. When we're dealing with spiritual energy, y'all gotta remember this shit holds more weight than a dollar ever could. This shit holds more weight than gold and silver and diamonds and rubies and everything the fuck else. We're dealing with spiritual energy 100%. So this ain't the same as you having some money in your pocket. And some of y'all have to stop trying to equate status and rank to materialistic abundance, because you're doing yourself a disservice. You can't see yourself for who you truly are because you feel like, in order for me to really accept myself as being somebody of importance, I gotta be driving this type of car, or have this amount of money in my bank account, or have this type, these types of clothes on, or be wearing these types of shoes, or have this type of partner on my arm, or be living in this type of house, and blah 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 blah. Spiritual energy don't move like that. Some of the most spiritually abundant people have the least amount of materialistic abundance. You know what I'm saying? So this goes back to what I was telling y'all about, how this year should have been spent on you really, really getting a really good understanding, overstanding of who you are, at the core of who you are. Not including materialistic things, not including money, not including, things that give you societal status. None of that shit matters in the spiritual realm. If it mattered, we would take it with us when we leave here, but we can't. You know how many Egyptian pharaohs and priestess and all types of people was buried with gold and all types of nice things? Well, if we go dig their ass up, all the nice shit is still there, along with that physical body. All of it had to stay. None of it went with them. Okay? The proof is right there. Them people was purposely buried with all their shit because they thought that they was going to be able to take it to the other side. It didn't go. It stayed. It's in somebody's goddamn Caucasian ass museum right now. And we talking about hundreds and thousands of years ago. So imagine today. That shit still don't have no motherfucking relevance. It still don't have no relevance. When we have funerals now, we bury our loved ones in 3-piece suits and wigs and fingernails and necklaces and watches and Louis Vuitton shoes and Gucci outfits and all type of shit. And if you dig their ass up again 50 years from now, it ain't gonna be nothing but bones in that same outfit. We don't take none of that shit with us. What the most important thing is in the spiritual realm is your energy, your consciousness, who you are as an energy, as a consciousness. That's why we invest into that part of us before we leave. That's what we're here for. We're not here for all this materialistic shit that can be valuable today and not valuable tomorrow. Y'all know how many things lose value every day? Once you drive a car off the lot, it lost value. Once you put the clothes on your back, they lost value. That's why thrifting is a thing. You went to these motherfucking thrift stores, you getting some shit that was valuable 20 years ago for $10. Value changes when it comes to materialistic things. The only thing that we take with us from here that we gain is whatever work we've done on our soul. That's the only thing that's going to last. That's the only thing that matters. And I know it's difficult to have that type of mentality when we're in such a materialistic world. But even if you pay attention to the way that the world is shifting, materialistic things are no longer as valuable as they once were. Materialistic things aren't as valuable as they once were. That's why now they focus on selling people and body parts and melanin. Because diamonds and rubies and all the other shit ain't cutting it no more. That's why they trying to get your carbon. All right, we're not gonna get too deep into that today. Y'all get the message. Get it, got it good. Okay, thanks. If you know, you know. Thank you, Sauce. I appreciate it. All right, let's go a little bit deeper into this. I don't know. I just started hearing Vikings. Vikings were what? Warriors? Fighters? I'm getting like battle energy. Okay, yeah. 5 of Swords came out too. Listen. Okay, let me be very clear. For some of you guys, because you have had the year that you've had, again, there's a difference between the way that we self-identify versus the way that people identify us, the way people see us, right? And some of you guys have experienced this year, and from your point of view, from your perspective, I feel like I touched on this in another reading we did. From your point of view, from your perspective, you may not feel like this year is as successful as it actually is, or it has been as beneficial as it's actually been. Some of y'all are looking at this year as like, oh, this is the worst year ever, or, you know, I've had better years before, or this year just didn't do all that I thought that it was going to do. But in reality, you've gained so much. And if you just take a seat, right, which is why going back to this resting, rejuvenating, you know, tuning inward. If you take a damn seat and you just look over the things that have transpired over this year, you will actually see so many beneficial things. You will actually see how this year has helped you learn so many lessons, see so many things, you know, see so many people for who they are. See yourself for who you are, you know, detach from things that no longer serve you, move away from mentalities that no longer serve you. You've actually learned a lot this year, right? Which actually means that this is one of the best years you've had. Abundance isn't always tangible. It's not always materialistic. It's not always something that we can hold or grab or we can spend, right? Sometimes the abundance is the lessons that we learn, the knowledge that we accumulate, right? The wisdom that we're able to take and put in our pocket, right? You are so much more abundant and have had so much more abundance this year than you've ever had if you just look at it the right way. If you just look at it the right way, if you just take some time to shift your perspective, you will actually see that this year has taught you so much more about yourself and has really set you up in the most precious and perfect and beautiful way for you to go into this new beginning, this new season, this new cycle, right? Because had you not learned some of the things that you learned this year, you would have been learning them next year or the years to come. And in those years, you weren't necessarily supposed to be learning these things, rather putting the things that you learned into practice. So this was the year to learn it. Next year is the year to practice it, to put it into practice, right? Knowledge versus wisdom. Knowledge is the accumulation of information. Knowledge means that I have accumulated the information. Wisdom means that I have used the information that I've accumulated. So 2025 was the year of knowledge. 2026 is the year of wisdom. Use the shit you learned, because you didn't fucking learn it for no reason. And this is why we go into this hibernation season where we are able to take a step back, sit the fuck down, analyze all of the new knowledge that we have, that all of the things that we have acquired, so that we can use that as fuel as we're going through 2026 and beyond. Okay? Buzz Lightyear. This is the second Buzz Lightyear reference I've had this week as well, or this weekend. Buzz Lightyear could be significant to infinity and beyond. Okay? So I see a lot of y'all in like this inner conflict, right? Because you feel like I didn't really get all that I thought that I was going to get this year, or a lot of things that I thought was going to go this way didn't go that way, or blah, 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 blah. You're looking at it wrong. You're looking at it completely wrong, right? If you turn your focus to all of the things that you've learned, if you turn your focus to all of the things that you have been pulled away from that no longer served you, if you turn your focus to all the things you've been protected from, you'll realize that you have actually had one of the most amazing, successful years that you've ever had. Condensed into a small amount of time. Yes, it may feel like a lot because it's like, well, I spent the whole year going through all of this shit back and forth, all these ups and downs, right? So it may feel like a lot. Not here to say that, you know, it's all peaches and cream. No, it's a little overwhelming, okay? For sure. It may feel a little like a lot, it may feel a little overwhelming. However, you've learned so much in such a condensed amount of time. The things that you've learned, the things that you experienced, other people would not have been able to deal with in such a small amount of time. You know what I'm saying? For other people, what you went through this year would have had to be spread over 10 years, over 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, but because you are who you are, you were able to go through a lot of these things back to back to back to back to back. It's like spirit is like, okay, you're in a good enough energy, you're open, you're receptive. Because a lot of y'all, you started this year off real open, real receptive. I'm open to all the changes and all the things that, you know, the universe wants to give me. I'm just so happy and grateful for life. You know what I'm saying? You was all open and shit. The spirit's like, all right, bet. You all motherfucking open. Let me just dish you out all of this shit that you need to go ahead and get done, take care of, all that other stuff. We're going to get this out of the way. So that's why for some of y'all, it felt like thing after thing after thing after thing after thing after thing. It's like I can't catch my breath. Once I'm over here, then I'm over here. Then this happens, then that happens. Then I'm this way, then it's that way, then it's over here. It's like, feel crazy, right? But in reality, you condense timelines. You condense timelines to the point where you were able to get so much done. And we're not even 12 months in, technically, because I start my years in Aries season, which is between March 19th and the 20th, right? So I don't go by calendars, okay? I go by astrology, right? So from March to March, we haven't even done 12 whole months yet. So we're not even 12 in. All right? We only, what, 10? No, 9. We're only 9 in. We're only 9 in. Right? Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Yeah, but okay, 10. We're 10 in. So we still got hella time. And you've already learned so much. You've already done so much. You've already seen so much. You've already figured out so much. You've already let go of so much. You've already released so much. You've already accepted so much. You know what I'm saying? You've condensed timelines. Give yourself more fucking credit. Y'all are not giving yourselves enough credit because you're so focused on materialistic things. So if you're still in the same house, if you still drive the same car, if your bank account still looks vaguely the same, you're just discrediting everything the fuck else. If that's all you focusing on, then you definitely gonna feel like ain't shit here. You definitely gonna feel like ain't nothing happening for you. Hello, my love. Welcome in. You know what I'm saying? If you only focus on that, then of course you're not going to see the true value in what this year has done. It was a 9-year. Y'all got to really understand that, understand that. 9 energy is all about death and rebirth. It's not about you gaining a house on a mountain. That wasn't the purpose. And if y'all was tuned in with me in the beginning of the year, I explained this to y'all already. So you should have already known. My OGs, triple OGs, y'all that's been with me for a while consistently. We talked about this before the year even started, if you remember. I ain't never tell y'all that y'all was gonna be millionaires and have mansions by the end of this year. Not saying that it's not possible, but that wasn't the focus. The focus was for you to learn, release, let go, reset, reposition yourself, get your mind right, gain some clarity, get some wisdom, get some knowledge, get some information. If anything, the biggest thing was relocating. Relocating from one state to another, from one city to another. Thank you for the heart me. You know, from one home, house, whatever to another. That was the biggest thing. Other than that, the general consensus was to rest, rejuvenate, reset, rebirth. That's it. Now, next year, right, when we get into 2026, aka a 10-year, aka a 1 year, right? One is new beginnings. One is new energy. One is the start of a whole new cycle. So when we get into that, then we're going to see a lot more new, a lot of new happening. You know what I'm saying? Then we can be more introduced to all of the new things, the new people, the new places, the new energy, the blah, 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 woo, woo, woo. That's for that. Not in no 9 energy. 9 energy is not about new shit. 9 energy is about resetting, recharging, rebirth, all the re's. And now Rihanna. Okay? 2 of Cups coming out. Yeah, the balancing of your emotions is going to be very important. Because if you are not balancing your emotions and you're too far off the fucking deep end in negativity is specifically what I'm hearing. Like a lot of y'all been hella negative lately. A lot of y'all been hella negative. And I feel like you know that you have because you kind of been like internally noticing it. Or, you know, intuitively picking up on your energy just being a little, you know what I'm saying? A little low. But a lot of y'all been a little negative lately. Okay? Make sure that you are doing something about that. Don't stay in no negative ass energy. Don't nobody got time for that. Especially when you are more abundant than you're giving yourself credit for. If you gonna feel negative after you have analyzed everything in your life and haven't come up with anything to be grateful for. That's the only time you need to be negative. If you haven't sat down and analyzed all of the things that you could be grateful for, should be grateful for, I don't want to hear no motherfucking negativity from your motherfucking ass. I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. Don't care to hear it. Because that means you don't have nothing to stand on. There's a lot of shit that you can be thankful for, and you over here focusing on the 2 little things that didn't go your way. How fucking dare you? And think about the season that we're in, right? The season that we're in on a physical, materialistic level, you got Christmas. You got people celebrating Christmas. Now, what happens on Christmas Day when a child don't get the gift that they thought that they should get, even though they got all of these other motherfucking gifts? As parents, we buy these goddamn gifts, and because this child wanted one little thing that they didn't get, even though they got all this other shit, not only today, but through the rest of the motherfucking year, the little motherfucker wanna be ungrateful. That's how y'all be looking. That's how y'all be fucking looking. All of this shit going well for you. All of these things going right for you. All of these things being removed from your space, which is also abundance. All right? When things are being removed from your space that you don't need, that don't serve you, that's low vibrational, that's not helping you, whatever the case is, that's abundance. I don't know why we don't look at abundance that way. Because some people still have the bullshit in their life. It ain't been removed yet. They still dealing with the shit. You know what I'm saying? That's abundance. So how dare you overlook all of those different things just to look at the one little area that you upset about or that you felt like there should have been some type of major change in? How dare you? Attitude of gratitude. You don't have no space to be negative when you have all of these beautiful things that you have, or that, or negative things that you've been protected from. I was just watching, I told y'all I've been into The Godfather of Harlem, okay? Great show. 10 out of 10. I'm late as shit. I don't care. I don't mind being late because I got like 4 seasons. Well, I'm on season 4 now. But I don't mind being late to the party when, there's a lot to catch up on. Anyway, was watching the show, and it's a specific episode where Bumpy Johnson, who was the main character, was trying to protect Malcolm X, right? And Malcolm X told him, "I don't need your fucking protection, okay? If I die, I die. Whatever. It is what it is, okay? I'm out here doing the Lord's work. And if they get me, they get me. I've accepted it." And Bumpy Johnson's like, "Nigga, you got me fucked up. I'm gonna protect you, okay?" So there was an event, and I'm saying all this to say something. There was an event going on, and Bumpy got word that they was going to try to assassinate Malcolm. So Bumpy said, "I'm pulling up on Malcolm," and he sent his men to the event to go and, save the people from the assassination attempt, because they was about to blow the whole building up. So he sent his men to the building, and he went to Malcolm's house, and he held Malcolm hostage. He said, "Nigga, you're not going nowhere because they're trying to take you out of here." And Malcolm was like, "Nigga, you trying to stop me? This is the biggest speech that I got, and blah, 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 blah. I've been working and planning on this, for all of these months, and working on this, and blah, 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 blah." And Bumpy's like, "Nigga, you're not going nowhere." So, saying all that to say, the assassination attempt happened, but Bumpy's men was able to pew the guys who was trying to blow the building up, right? So Malcolm don't even know that he got saved. He don't even know what was happening behind closed doors. He's just mad because he didn't get to give his little funky ass speech, and because Bumpy made him sit his ass down and kept his ass hostage. Okay? Moral of the story: when you don't know what you're being saved from, it's easy for you to be ungrateful. It's easy for you to be motherfucking ungrateful. A lot of y'all don't know what this year could have been for you had you not had the protection that you got. And you sitting there with your motherfucking lip poked out because you still not a millionaire yet. Not even knowing that had you not had the protection that you have, your motherfucking ass wouldn't even be breathing today. Is you fucking cool? Just sitting there with an attitude, and I'm mad because I don't have this, and I don't have that, and I don't have this after that. Bitch, you here, ain't it? You got a chance to wake up today. A lot of shit that has happened this year was protection. You mad that your car stopped working. You mad that your tires is fucking up. You mad that the engine gave out. You mad at the little fender bender that you got in. You don't even know that had you not had those things happen, you would have got your ass on the road 2 days from then, and somebody would have ran you off that bitch. You don't fucking know. You mad that the plans fell through for your vacation. You mad that the relationship didn't work. You mad that this happened. You mad that that happened. You don't. Y'all about to piss me off. You got a fucking attitude instead of being grateful. Well, maybe there's something that I'm being protected from. Cause no matter what I do, this shit is just not working out. I just can't get my car together. If I keep trying to get my car together and nothing fucking is working, there's a reason for that. Everything is not the universe trying to beat you up, and spirit don't fuck with you, and woe is me, and all bad things always happen to me, and not everything is that. If you're continuously trying to make something work, if you're continuously trying to go somewhere, trying to do something, whatever the case is, and the shit is not working out, it's not working out for a fucking reason. You need to go immediately into gratitude, because obviously you're being saved from something that you didn't fucking know you was being saved from. The fuck? Y'all pissing me off severely. Hierophant. People in high places. Y'all claim all this. My ancestors don't play. My ancestors be protecting me. My ancestors gonna make sure that I'm good. Okay, and then when they start doing that, you got an attitude. When they start protecting your ass, you mad. Cause you can't do the shit you wanna do. Pick one. You want the protection from your spirit team, or you wanna be out here just doing whatever the fuck you wanna do. You can't do both. Cause sometimes in order to protect your ass, you gotta sit the fuck down. You can't go over there. You can't hang out with them people. You can't be in that neighborhood. You can't drive your car today. That's what protection looks like. I used this example before. The motherfucking president can't just wake up and decide that he just want to do something today. No, it takes a week of planning. Because we got to make sure the motherfucking Secret Service is over there. We got to make sure that we got this blocked off. We got to make sure that these people over here with guns. We got to make sure that snipers got to be on that roof, that roof, that roof. You can't just wake up and decide that you want to do some shit when you are protected. That's not how it fucking work. Shit gotta be in place to ensure your safety. If you don't want to live a life like this, go back to being a regular ass bitch. Don't claim to be no spiritual person. Don't claim to be no generational curse breaker. Don't claim to be no high priestess, high priest. Don't claim to be no god, goddess, mermaid, Mary J. Blige. Bitch, don't claim it. If you're not ready to live that life, don't claim it. You want the things that come with that, but you don't want the things that don't feel so good. Sometimes, in order to be safe, you gotta sit the fuck down. Sometimes, in order to make sure that you are able to reach the fucking goal, you gotta take a couple months to play in the background. Some of y'all had to play the fucking background this year. This wasn't your year to be all out in front and everybody see you. Because a lot of people that got seen got sniped. You could have been one. A lot of people that was all out in the front for the world to see. Look at them now. You could have been one of them. Sitting here worry about some bullshit. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. When you walking around and you carrying that energy, you can't have it the way you want to have it all the time. It's not going to work out the way you want it to work out all the time. When you're carrying a certain type of energy, when you are a certain type of person, when you have a certain task on your life, you can't be with the others. You just fucking can't. It reminded me of that movie back in the day in like the early 2000s called First Daughter, right? And it was about the president daughter who was just starting college. And she was so mad that she had to walk around the campus with the Secret Service. She just wanted to go out there and be able to mix and mingle with everybody and not have the motherfucking Secret Service following her. But girl, you can't have it both ways. You can't have presidential treatment and just be out here just willy-nilly just moving how you want to fucking move too. That's not how that works. You gotta pick one. Same for y'all. Stop calling yourself all of these high spiritual names, because those names come with duties. You can't just claim to be a generational curse breaker and not live the life of a generational curse breaker or have the duties of a generational curse breaker. That's not how that works. Right? A lot of y'all just putting labels on yourselves. You're just labeling yourself. You're just saying what you hear. I'm a chosen one. I'm a star seed. I'm a baked bean. Just saying shit. I'm a starfish. Just putting labels on yourself. And then when your life starts to be like, okay, cool, and it starts to reflect the life of said person, now you don't want to be that no more. Now you don't want that no more. Now you want to be treated regular. If it's your first time in here, drop a heart. We act a little silly over here, but we the message gets across. Sometimes my elevator don't go to the top, but it's all in love. I promise you. For real. Exactly. It's given the kid that, you know, gotta watch everybody play outside. That's what it's giving. A lot of y'all felt like the kid that you gotta hear everybody having fun outside. Them used to be kids nowadays. They don't even know about that life, man. You get in trouble in school. You come home. Don't let it be the weekend. Don't let it be the summertime. Don't let it be winter break. Don't let it be no type of break. And you decide to show your ass in school. And now you can't go outside. You can't ride your bike. You can't, get on your scooter. You can't do shit. You gotta sit your motherfucking ass inside, and you gotta hear all your friends outside having the time of their motherfucking life. Okay? And I get it. That shit sucks. Okay? That shit sucks. When you see everybody doing the shit that you want to do, it fucking sucks. And you feel like, damn, why isn't it working for me so I could go do this? Why don't I have this so I could do this? It's not your season. It's not your season. It's your season to be put the fuck up. This was y'all season to be put the fuck up. Because like I said, a lot of people who was outside, they not here no more. Real shit. And sometimes just not having the protection is being outside. You can be in your house and not have the protection and you still outside. I don't know if y'all just seen the motherfucking video of the fake UPS people. They went in them people's house. Them people was at home minding their business. Them motherfuckers act like they was UPS delivering the package. And went in them people's house and shot them up. They was in their house. They was in their house. And what gets me is if you go and you watch it, the beginning of the motherfucking video, them people almost walked away. They was knocking on the door, nobody came. They was about to walk back down the driveway until the son went and opened the door and let them in. They were so close to that not happening. And you out here mad because you couldn't do what you wanted to do outside? You don't know what you was being protected from. You don't know. You have no idea. No idea. But you're not going to be inside forever. And that's what Spirit is trying to get you to understand. This shit happens in cycles. This shit happens in seasons. Sometimes it's just your season to sit the fuck down. Because there's things being worked for you behind the scenes, right? I always describe it as like if you go to a play. If you go to a play, if you ever been to a play, or if you ever was in a play, or if you ever worked a play, When you sitting out in the audience waiting for the play to start, right? It don't look like much of anything is going on because you got that big ass motherfucking curtain. But if you work in the play or if you in the play and you behind that motherfucking curtain, there's 30,000 million gazillion fucking things going on. People running around like a chicken with their motherfucking head cut off. Okay, people rushing to get into clothes. People doing this. All types of shit is going on. Just because you can't see what's going on behind the scenes don't mean ain't shit happening. So as you were taking your time to rest this year, rejuvenate, release, let go, move forward, learn lessons, gain knowledge, whatever the fuck you was doing, it don't mean that shit was not also being done behind closed doors. That spirit not gonna just leave you out there hanging like that and make you sit the fuck down and miss out on all this shit just to not give you nothing in the end. Just for you not to have anything in the end. That's not how that works. I don't got a cold. It's just my fucking sinuses. I be sleeping with that motherfucking fan on. And sometimes I just be overdoing it. So, sinuses. But yeah. A lot of y'all was feeling some type of way because you had to sit the fuck down this year. Oh well. That don't mean you're gonna be sitting down next year. It just means that this was the year to sit your ass down and have a seat. Staying the fuck out the way. You don't know what the fuck could have been on your trail, on your track. And had you gotten all of these extra ass things that you felt like you was supposed to have, you would have had a bigger target on your motherfucking back. A bigger target would have been on your back. You're not seeing that. You just mad because you didn't get that car. You just mad because you didn't get that house. You just mad because you didn't get this. You just mad because you didn't get that. Fuck that. I'd rather have it when I can be safe and protected. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. I'd rather have it when I can be safe, when I can be protected, when I know can't nobody come get my shit. And if that means I gotta wait a little bit to make sure that the coast is clear, then I'd rather wait. And I'm gonna be grateful in my waiting because I overstand that I'm being protected. That's why I have to wait. I'm not you. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for the heart means. I appreciate it. I'm not you. You could be out here moving however you want to move and just getting all the shit that you want immediately and all of that. But then you also don't have the protection that I got. I'd rather have a protection. If that means I gotta wait a little bit longer for my shit to come through to make sure that it's right for me, then fuck it. Fuck it. If I gotta spend a little time to make sure that everything lines up perfectly for me so I can walk through the motherfucking door without no issues, without no hiccups, without no accidents, fuck it. I'd rather do that than to be moving off fast, being extra greedy, all in my head, trying to prove a point to some motherfucking body, and fuck myself up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be coming in these comments with the jeez. Perspective. It's all about fucking perspective. It's all about perspective. You said you wanted to live this life. You said you wanted to be this person. You said you wanted to have all these things. You wanted to take all of these names and claim all these titles. Okay. Now it's time to live it out. If I accept a position, if I accept a job and they tell me, okay, your job is to be an administrative assistant. There are a list of duties that comes with being a fucking administrative assistant. I can't just accept the title and not take on the duties of the job. That's not how that works. If somebody hires me and they say, okay, you're going to be the lead accountant. There is a list of duties that come with me being the lead fucking accountant. I can't just accept the fucking job and not be willing to do the task and the duties required. So if you came into the spiritual journey saying, I'm going to be the generational curse breaker, I'm going to be the one that saves the family and saves the bloodline and does X, Y, and Z. I'm going to be a healer. I'm going to be, an empath. I'm going to be a herbalist. I'm going to be a root worker. I'm going to be whatever. Whatever title you have taken on, I'm going to be chosen. I'm going to be this. I'm going to be that. Okay. It's not enough just to say, this is what I am, if you're not doing what comes with that job. There are duties associated with that title. Simple as that. If you're going to acknowledge yourself as being who that is, as taking on that title, you're taking on everything that comes with that. Is what the fuck it is. You can't agree to it and then you get the list of duties and be like, oh, that's too much. I just want the title. I just want all of the benefits that come with it. Because the thing is, those who take on those titles and do the duties successfully, there's a lot of benefits that come with living that life. Oh, best believe you're going to be taken care of. One thing for certain, two things for sure. Best believe you're going to be taken care of. Best believe you're going to be protected. Best believe you can't just be around any and everybody. You know what I'm saying? Best believe you can't just be in any room and you just gonna be left out to dry. Oh no, it's a lot of benefits that come with it. But you don't just get the benefits without the duties, without showing up and doing the work. Come on now. That's how this shit works. You didn't come from the ethers to come back to this rusty, dusty, crusty ass motherfucker that we call Earth just for you to get a Bentley? Is you cool? Just for you to live in a mansion on a mountain? Ain't nobody doing all that. Just for you to have a couple watches in the pinky ring. Ain't nobody coming here for that bullshit. When you coming from the ethers, you coming from supreme energy, you're coming from being free. And then you're gonna come back down to this motherfucker just for you to get a Ferragamo belt? And you think that that's what we here for? No. The fuck? Get right. Ace of Cups. Clarity with your emotions. Now today is Moon Day, Monday. Y'all, my sinuses just fucking with me. I slept in front of the fan. I'm okay. Today is Moon Day, right? So Mondays are ruled by the moon, which means this is a day where emotions are heightened. This is usually why, again, everything is done on purpose, right? Everything is done on purpose. There's a reason why we go back to work on this day. All of this is to throw you off your fucking rhythm. Mondays are really and should really be used for resting. If we're being honest. Mondays should be rest days. Sundays should be the days that you active. Mondays should be resting. Sun is fire. That's movement. That's work. That's getting shit done. That's showing up. You sharp. You got energy. You know what I'm saying? It's ruled by the sun. The sun is shining, is beaming, is warm, is light, is all around. You know what I'm saying? It's outside. Mondays is ruled by the moon. It's not by coincidence that you do not feel all the way there on a fucking Monday. It's the moon day. The moon comes out at night. The moon is chill. The moon is low key. The moon is hidden, is secret, is flying under the radar. Okay? So Mondays are not for you to be doing all of that. And this is why we get, again, if you're going to claim to be a spiritual being, you have to know a little bit about everything. Not a lot about everything, a little bit about everything. And one of the main things you need to start looking into is the days of the week and how they align with the planets and the energies so that you are able to properly navigate those days. If you're trying to press yourself to do all of this extra shit on the Monday, you're not going to do nothing but stress yourself the fuck out. This is why you can wake up on a Tuesday and feel a lot better and get more done. Mondays, you can wake up as early as you want and still feel unproductive. Because it's just not the energy for that. It's not the energy for that. So it's not going to work out right. It's not gonna go the way that you want it to go. So now you just stressed out. Overly stressed. So some of y'all need to use today to balance out your emotions, right? Balancing out your internal feelings, your internal emotions, getting clarity on where you are within your being, okay? Not ignoring certain things, not ignoring certain feelings, not overlooking, whatever. No, get clear about it. How do I feel? How am I feeling? Am I okay today? Am I not okay today? Do I need to rest? Do I need to lay down? Do I need to take a break? What's what? Am I feeling sad? Am I feeling angry? Am I feeling mad? Am I feeling overwhelmed? You know what I'm saying? Check in with yourself. How am I feeling? What kind of day is this going to be for me? Ace of Pentacles. This is going to be a good week for money. For some of y'all. A good week for money. Yeah. What I will say, though, is make sure this week that whatever you get, you're not putting it right back out. Okay? Because some of y'all get, and once you get, it's gone. Okay? This feels like, thank you, my love, for the heart. Me, welcome in. This feels like a little extra dose of something, right? If you've been expecting money, this doesn't feel like something that you expect. This feels like, a little gift, a little trinket of some sort. It may not be a large amount of money. This could be 150, between 150 $300. Right? Just something to take the edge off. Right? It doesn't, if you've been expecting a large sum of money, that's not what I'm saying. That's not to say that you won't get that this week. If it's for you to get, you'll get it. But what I'm saying is like a little something to take the edge off. Okay? I'm saying how the old people get a pack of cigarettes and do it like that. That's what I'm saying that this is. It's just something to knock the edge off, to give you a little, it's not for you to go crazy with it. And this is unexpected. So this isn't anything that you're looking for. This isn't anything that you've been waiting on. Not that I'm saying. Like I said, you could be getting something along those lines. But this that I'm saying is not something that is expected at all. This is like some completely unexpected. It could be from somewhere or something that you didn't even know it would come from. Okay? Ooh, sorry y'all. Lots of nines. Nines can be significant. Fives can be significant. Fives have been significant for the past couple of readings. 10-10 could be significant. 2-2-2 could be significant. 6 could be significant. 3-6-9 could be significant. And when we doing all of these damn sniffles, I'ma still sleep in front of the fan tonight. That's, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm just a lost cause. I'm not even gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's no point. I'ma still be in front of the fucking fan. Like a psycho. Just I'ma still do it. I know I need to move it away from my damn face. That's how I was laying, man. It was like right here. It wasn't that close. It wasn't that close. But it was close enough. It was close enough. I don't get colds. The most that'll happen is I sleep in front of the damn fan and I get the sniffles. Clean it. You could be on to something. That could be what it is. But when it ain't in your face, like we don't feel it. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Ooh, sorry y'all. That was nasty. I feel it up until I don't know. It's like when I first get into bed, and this is a sidebar. I know we was into some deep shit, so let me just, lighten a little bit. But I feel like when I first get into bed, I be cold, okay? Because I like my shit cold. I can't go to sleep and it's hot, okay? I wanna get into bed and shiver. If I get under them covers and I'm not shivering, it's not cold enough in here. We gotta go lower, okay? We gotta take it down a notch. I need to shiver, okay? And then I get under the covers and warm myself up. And then when I wake up, I be cold again. But while I'm sleeping, I might throw a leg up out of there, pull the first layer of covers off. Anything can happen. Anything can happen when I'm asleep because my body temperature I just get hot as hell. I don't know. Then when I'm starting to wake up, I get cold again. It's ghetto. Honestly, it's ghetto. I'm not gonna lie about that. We got the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Let me say this as well. Sidebar to the sidebar. To the sidebar. If you are not utilizing the next 6 months to go after what you're passionate about, just stay home and shut the fuck up. Just don't come outside. Just don't even come outside. Just stay indoors and wither away. If you're not utilizing the next 6 months to go after the things that you're passionate about, I don't want to hear about your money. I don't want to hear about, oh, but what if this, what if that? I don't want to hear none of that shit. If you are not taking steps towards your passion over the next 6 months, I want you to kindly get the fuck out of my face. Honestly and truly. I want you to go away. Far, 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 far away from me. Simple as that. Simple as that. Stop waking up every single day and doing things outside of your passion is nuts. It's fucking, I mean, like, that makes no sense. That makes no sense. You're not doing nothing towards your passion. You're not putting, you know what I'm saying? You're not, what the fuck? Not one thing? That's crazy. Don't come outside today. Just stay in until you get your mind right. Outside is for people who are doing shit towards their passion. You're not doing shit. You stay your ass in. We don't need you out here. What the fuck? How much longer are you going to not operate in your passion? What the fuck? fuck is the point of you waking up every day? You're not doing nothing towards your passion. What you here for? What are we doing? I don't want to hear I worked the job and I came home and I'm tired and I'm this and I'm that and woo do woo do woo why do why do why. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Get in the motherfucking field. We make time for all types of stupid ass shit. Make time for your passion. The future you that you see living this life of abundance and having all of this shit, that version of you is operating in your passion. That version of you that has all the things that you want, all the shit that you see before you close your eyes at night, that version of you is operating in their passion. That version of you is not making excuses of why they can't do this and can't do that. That's why they have the reality that they have. Your job is to get like them. Not for them to come be like you. We moving forward, not backwards. (2026) is the year of passion. What are you here to do? Because 2025 should have removed all the shit that you wasn't here to do. It should have removed all the people that you shouldn't be around. You know what I'm saying? That's what 2025 was for. To get all of the shit out the way. To declutter the space. So now 2026 is here. That's the year for you to... Now you got all this free space, free energy. You know what I'm saying? You're not around all of these energy vampires no more. You not being an energy vampire no more. I don't know what your life look like. Now you have the time, the space, and the opportunity to dive deeply, 100% into whatever the fuck you here for. And you don't have to wait until 2026 to do it. You don't have to wait until Aries season to get started. Get started now. What the fuck is stopping you from doing it today? I don't want to hear, oh, I want to wait till the 1st. I want to wait till the 1st. I talked to you about that shit already. I'm going to wait till the 1st because it sounds good. And it's the 1st and it's number 1 and it's the number after 0 and it's the number before 2. That ain't going to change shit. The fuck is that going to do? There's nothing significant with starting on the 1st of anything. You just telling yourself that. So that you can bullshit yourself out of doing it now. I'm going to wait till Monday because Monday is the first day of the week. And it's the 1st. And just do the shit now. Like, literally nothing and nobody is stopping you. What if the things that you wanted, the abundance that you wanted, said, I'm gonna wait till the 1st? Would you want the shit that you want to come in to wait? I'm gonna wait till Monday. The money that you need, I'm gonna wait till Monday. Ain't nothing else waiting. The shit that you want out of life ain't waiting. So what the fuck is you waiting for? It don't make sense. Do the shit now. When you think of it, do it. When it pops up in your energy, do it. When it pops up in your spirit, do it. The way to kill procrastination is to just do it. A lot of people are like, how do you get over procrastination? Is there something that you can do? Is there an exercise? Yeah, it's called just do it. The only way to stop procrastinating is to just fucking do it. You have to follow through. That's it. There's no magic spell. There's no, magic mentality. There's no magic affirmation. You just gotta fucking do it. Procrastinating is knowing that you need to do something and stopping yourself from doing it. Don't piss me off. Shit. Anywho. December specials are available for those who want personal one-on-one readings, one-on-one consultations. I have hour consultations. I have 30-minute consultations. Those who are interested in my 4-week mentorship, I have 3 different mentorships to choose from. Each week is a new lesson, comes with a phone call each week, as well as 24/7 access to me for questions. That is available as well. If you are interested, you can use this direct message box here to shoot me a DM. I will be answering those the second that I get off of live. Thank you for the heart, man. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the love. I appreciate it. Ooh, y'all, my nose. Hold on. That looks so trifling. Ew. I mean, we family, but y'all don't need to be all up in my nose like that now. Shit. Yes, if you have me on Instagram, you can contact me on Instagram as well. I mean, any of my social media, honestly, if you have any of my social media, you can contact me on those as well. Yes, to answer that question. My Instagram is linked in my bio. Okay, don't do me. Okay, don't fucking do me. Anywho, to wrap it all up again, I really want y'all to get into the proper mind frame, right? Y'all know we joking, we play a lot over here, okay? That's probably my fault. But at the end of the day, I really want y'all to get into the proper mentality. This is a time to rest. This is a time to rejuvenate. This is time to reset. This is time to evaluate, reevaluate, okay? What is in my space that no longer needs to be here? Who is in my space that no longer needs to be here? What am I doing that I no longer need to do? Who am I around that I no longer need to be around? What environments have I been going to? Have I been in that I no longer need to be in or go to? You know, what jobs have I been working that I don't need to work? Whatever it is, okay? Figure that shit out. Figure the shit out. Okay? So that when we start to get more into this new energy, you can, you know, move forward in this energy without having to worry about taking all the steps that you could have took months ago. Okay? Now, 2026 is supposed to be big for a lot of y'all. Energetically, the things that you receive, the places that you go, the people that you meet. All that. Right? The place you go, the people that you meet, the things you're supposed to be doing, the jobs you're supposed to be getting, the business you're supposed to be starting, the places you're supposed to be traveling to, the place you're supposed to be moving to, so on and so forth. Okay? Thank you for the love. I appreciate it. So on and so forth. That's what 2026 is supposed to be for. So you don't want to be in the way of all of those things happening because you still doing shit that you could have done 2025. Nobody got fucking time for that. Get the shit done now. So that when you get into this energy of 2026, you can just start enjoying the fruits of your fucking labor. Because if you don't think that you're going to be rewarded for sitting your ass down and doing the work over 2025, come on now. You're not hip to the game. If you think that your spirit team and everybody not gonna take care of you because you've been locked in for the last however many months, come on now, you're not hip to the game. They're not gonna have us doing all of this shit and not get nothing from it. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. You gotta get something from it. Something has to come from it. I can feel it too. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. That's what it's giving. Big shit happening. Big shit happening on all levels. This is not just money. This is on all levels. There's a lot of big shit coming in 2026 on all levels. So make sure you are where you supposed to be, and you not where you not supposed to be, and you around who you supposed to be, and you doing the shit you supposed to do. Okay? And be very mindful of your space and your energetic space, right? Pay attention to how you feel, how your body feels when you get in certain environments and when you get around certain people. Keep an eye on all that. Going back to what we talking about in the beginning, the gut. Your gut gonna let you know if you in the right spot, the right places, the right spots or not. I'm also hearing be mindful where you lay your head. I don't care if it's just a nap. I don't care if you land on somebody's couch real fast. I don't care. I don't care. Be mindful where you land your head. Spirit also said, don't take no clothes from nobody. I'm not talking about like a Christmas gift where it's like wrapped up. Thank you, my loves. I'm not talking about a Christmas gift where it's like wrapped up and something like that. This just feels like the way I'm seeing it's like it's just in a bag or something. Don't take no clothes for somebody specific. Don't take no clothes from somebody. And shoes. Y'all gotta be careful about shit like that. Taking clothes and shoes from people, that type of shit, energy sticks to those types of things. Right? Especially when it comes to shoes, because you almost walking in that person's footsteps. Don't no. Food too, for sure. You need to know them enough to know that, you know what I'm saying? Don't just be taking shit from people this season right now. Don't do it. Okay? Unless you really know the character, the heart of that person, and you've been paying attention to their life. Don't take no clothes and no shoes from somebody who been having it hard. I don't care how long you know them. I don't care how cool you is. They can be the godparent of your child. I don't give a shit. If they been going through some shit, if their life been hard, if they done had a rough couple years, you don't need to be taking nothing from them and then putting it on your body. That's a transfer of energy. Just that fast, just that simply. That is a transfer of fucking energy. No. No. Don't fucking do it. I don't care. Tell them no thank you. You know. Or if you gotta take it, shit. I don't even want you to take it. But if you gotta take it just to be nice, take it for a second and then throw the shit away. Don't take nothing from nobody right now. Some of y'all energy is way too sensitive for you to be taking shit from people. No. Not right now. No, I don't have the flu. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, just be cautious of how you interact with people specifically over the next 7 days. Be very cautious with how you interact with people. And if you get weird vibes from people, I don't care how dressed up and made up that they look. If you get weird vibes from people, stay from around the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we have lapses in our judgment because maybe the person may look like they put together. You can look put together all you motherfucking want. It don't mean that you're spiritually put together. If you start feeling weird around motherfuckers, I don't care if they got on a 3-piece suit or what. It's for a fucking reason. Be very careful with your energy over the next 7 days. Don't just be around anybody. Especially don't just be around family. I don't give a fuck about no damn holiday. If you know certain people don't like you, don't go to their house. Don't be around them. Y'all gotta get better with y'all boundaries. Y'all be trying to be so in the mix that y'all be forgetting. Motherfuckers don't like you. People don't fucking like you. Everybody don't want the best for you. Some people literally want the worst for you. Don't push yourself to be around nobody just for the sake of a made up ass motherfucking holiday. Fuck that. And if they don't like you, don't send your kids over there. Can't stand motherfuckers do that. You know that the motherfucker don't like you. Why is your babies over there? If they can't get to you, who you think they gonna get to? The motherfucking baby. Stop doing that shit. I mean, your baby gotta come back in the house with you. If you don't fuck with me, you can't be around my kids. What the fuck? Ain't rocket science. Is they fucking cool? I don't care what the shit is about. Yeah, no. People will fuck with your kids because they don't fuck with you. Fuck that. All right, I'm off this hoe. I gotta get up. I gotta be out of here in 20 minutes. All right, light and love. Thank y'all for the likes, for the shares, for the comments, for the gifts, for the love, for the interaction, for the peace, for the just thank you. Shit, I don't know. I'm running out of shit. This will be on YouTube, so make sure that you subscribe. Link in the bio. If you are interested in any services, feel free to shoot me a DM so I can send you the service list. Other than that, light and love to everybody. I'll be back on here tomorrow. We'll do another reading tomorrow. I've been in the reading mood, so obviously it's messages that got to get out. So that's just what we're going to be doing until further notice. So we'll do that tomorrow, and then that'll be it. Okay. All right. Love y'all. Peace.